Welcome back to DeLisa's Life Dance. Today is another episode of Mindful Cooking. Let's jump right in. Today I'm going to be doing some fabulous, amazingly tasty Zimbabwe collard greens. Now, African Americans have been eating collard greens forever. It came from Africa, and so this is the original collard greens from my mentor and teacher, Julia Chigamba. And they are, you can hear it popping, it's still sizzling already. But you really just need a couple of ingredients. Collard greens, of course. Tomatoes, they can be Roma or beefsteak tomatoes on the vine. Olive oil. A little salt, a little pepper, my usual. And so let's go. In my pan, I have about 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and I've chopped up my beefsteak tomatoes, my tomatoes. I already have a bag of collard greens that I have washed, and you can chop them up a little more finely if you would like or not. And that's it for the ingredients. So my tomatoes are sizzling very well. Of course, I'm going to use my signature salt, Himalayan sea salt. A few dashes in there. And what is very good about these tomatoes, and what you should do, is I get them going. I kind of mash them up with a potato masher. That's how they soak in their own juices. Looking lovely, looking very lovely. So here are the mashed, simmering tomatoes with sea salt. Woo-hoo. So now I've added the greens. I just took them out of the pre-washed bag from our store here called Safeway. So I believe I had about 2 pounds. And so I'm going to put a few more dashes of salt. Himalayan sea salt. This is on my list of places to go after the lockdown. The Himalayas. Lots of mindfulness up there. So I put a little mindfulness in every meal and every dish. And the thing about these Zimbabwe greens is the technique of folding them. So you're going to need to let them cook down and then fold them as they cook down. Leave the top on. And what I know culturally and what I've picked up with the Zimbabwean culture, and feel free to comment below, don't rush it. Let things work itself out. Let the food simmer and cook. It takes time to get some things done. So I'm not rushing this dish. I have it at about number 6 on my stove, and then the idea is just going to be, you'll see me coming back and folding these greens in as they cook down. So I've started the folding process, and I'm going to cook these down. I actually have an errand to run. This is real mindful cooking. I have an errand to run, and so I'm going to turn these off. And as you can see, I haven't really added any water. It's the tomatoes and oil, and then the juices coming out from the greens itself. So yeah, don't need much water. If you use water, or I may come back and put maybe a 1/4 cup of water in there. But right now, I am going to go get something from the store and come back. So yes, these Zimbabwe greens are a lovely color. They've been folded. They are just about done. They can be eaten like an al dente, not so done form. Some of them are getting done, or they can be a little darker green. I kind of like them pretty much just like this. You can eat them like this, or you can wait a little bit. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to plate these up with, And yeah, Zimbabwe Greens, thank you so much. So big thank you to Julia Tsitsi Chigamba for her recipe on Zimbabwean collard greens and tomatoes. I hope I did you proud. And I am going to complete this meal with catfish and shrimp. And we're going to do a little burgers on the grill too. So what are you going to do? When are you going to do it? Like, subscribe, share, hit the thumbs up button, leave me a comment, let me know how you like your greens and what you would plate it up with and where you're from. And as always, it's been a magic Monday, and thank you for joining me on DeLisa's Life Dance, and I will be seeing you very soon on a fantastic Friday. Ciao, ciao.